Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. The Beavers offense will have the first crack at it in this one. And, Jesse, if they have to look to their big tight end in the passing game, that could open the door to some struggles.
I mean, he has to be the go-to because he is their best weapon. This is not a dynamic passing attack with guys on the outside with speed, take the top off a defense, catch posts and goes. A lot of it goes through this tight end. So it's getting to the sticks, working open in zone coverage, being that reliable target for the quarterback. That's going to be important in this one.
No doubt. So that starts with great hands, contested catches, using that big frame to catch those intermediate passes, move the sticks, really be the go-to guy in this offense.
Reads it and fires complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is their sophomore defensive tackle. They're very high on his future. Holly Rowe will get us up to date on how he's doing. They'll run play action. Unloads to the right. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Looking to throw, it's Murphy. Dumps it to the back. It's caught. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Beavers will snap it on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Hatcher.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The give on the counter. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. We'll have a stoppage here as there is a Beaver down on the field. I'm sure Holly will find out what's going on, and for the moment, we will step aside. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down.
Well, on that 3rd down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after they catch. But this is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the open field. That was a fantastic job of rallying to the ball carrier inbounds and getting him down, now setting up 4th.
Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. The Beavers are flying down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. Defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 5. On the run, it's Hatcher. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. They're about to snap it for the 10th time on this opening drive, but they need a conversion to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Quickly out to the tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
And this sophomore wide receiver is a playmaker. He's worked his way into this passing attack, and the coaches are very pleased with his progress.
And there was times during the week where we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week, and we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. And they've got to do a really good job in this one communicating, understanding where he is, but making sure there is at least one safety playing deep, because you know this guy is going to get his opportunities deep down the field.
Here comes the heat. It's complete. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Jones wants to throw it. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And that's the challenge today. A week ago, they failed the challenge. Last week, they gave up 5 sacks. They can't do that again today. This defense saw it. They watched it on tape. They know they're not doing a good job of protecting.
Picked off. Gets away from one. He's got space.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have 2. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
Tight end now in motion. Looking for space. It's Hatcher. Powers through the defender. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs later in football game.
Breaks into the open. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Hey, it's a heads-up play right there. Listen, you're trying to scramble. You're trying to make something happen. Nobody's open. You're not going to be able to get out of bounds. Just protect yourself. Get down on the ground. Get what you can get and live to play another day.
Makes the grab on the left. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
I love the third down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking on the football. In order to do this and be great on third down, you got to do one thing really well. You've got to come up and make that tackle, and that's exactly what he did.
To the 10. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And these are the plays you know exactly what you're going to get up front. The offensive line does a great job blocking. Just create a little bit of a hole, pound through that hole. That running back, they can't tiptoe, they can't dance. Run north-south and get that first down. Nice job.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Trying to barge their way in. Stopped again, and at least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
And this has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Beavers! Fitted in the window for the score.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. They've spotted them a 10-0 start now to see if they can answer on this drive. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Jones to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Dumps it off in the flats. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. That's the end of the period, and Oregon State has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. Well, the upside is you could get a first down. The downside is you could blow the game going for it inside your own 30. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Grabbed in the middle. It's Daniels. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Might be changing the route. Gonna look downfield again. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing the pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end.
95-96 bridge. 95-96 bridge. Sweep. Hey, move. Freeze.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking for room. It's Hatcher. Picks up the 1st down. Finding some room. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. And the Beavers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Quick release on the RPO. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon State. What a catch in the end zone for 6. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
And he tacks on the extra point. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play. I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Jones wants to throw it. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. They bring the punter onto the field now. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Here comes the Beaver offense ready to go. And they've found no answer so far. Already to the end zone twice, tacked on a field goal, and now back for more. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Makes the catch. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And that one's incomplete.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Running backs on either side of the quarterback. To the air on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Quarterback may change this route. Jones to throw. Right down the middle. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They tried to fool him with the run on 3rd down, and they're looking at 4th and plenty of work to do. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Here comes the Oregon State offense to get this drive started. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. After the penalty, the playbook is wide open on 1st and 5. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hatcher. Could be an alley. Smashes through the tackle. He's run out of bounds at the 23 after the big gainer. The Beavers will have it 1st and 10. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Murphy. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Can't get him to the ground. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. The Beavers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. With the run on 1st and goal. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. The Beavers using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. They'll try to pound their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Beavers!
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Makes the grab. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Jones wants to throw it. Zings it complete to the right. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll reach for a 53-yarder and have to guide it in with precision from the right side. That is no good. Well, that's the way it goes sometimes. Missed field goal, still down by 24. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Running inside, it's Hatcher. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We start our coverage with Auburn in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Georgia Bulldogs.
And the Beavers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Kennedy. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack.
Here we go. Hey, check. 22-90 mountain. 22-90 mountain. Go!
Going to the run to start this second half. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Hard-hitting tackle. An 8-yard pickup on the first down completion, now 2nd and 2. The run inside. It's Clemens. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. This drive's been productive so far. Already picked up a couple of first downs, now out close to midfield. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Big pickup on the ground into plus territory, and they get him out of bounds at the 41.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB Singh. Linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock, hand it off, let the running back do the rest.
Not always the old line. Sometimes those receivers want to get a jump on the snap count, and they'll move them back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Jones to throw. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense.
180, race call. 180.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Newberry. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. The Beavers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Wide receiver comes in motion. Nice move to pick up yardage. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
Looking for a man, it's Murphy. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Gonna run it. It's Hatcher. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
The Beavers have their offense in high gear.
Here we go. Ready.
They'll give it to him again. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Trying play action. Caught in the backfield, it's Newberry. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. It'll be 3rd and long. To send the tight end in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And the Beavers line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And he'd hoped to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. Here comes the offense onto the field again. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And he swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Jones wants to throw it. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Caught on the left side by Wilson. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. On the ground, it's Clemens. Oh, he's got some space. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. No huddle, offense to the line.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw them.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Recovers the fumble and he's still going.
Good awareness by the Never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Fires left. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, if I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there, if I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
Hold it. Finds his man on the left.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
The Beavers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll run the counter. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So first down will open up the final period. Gets the back moving. This quarterback part of their running game. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. To throw, it's Murphy. He's got the back in the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Beavers decide to punt it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Running inside, it's Clemens. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
To the air on 2nd down. Got a man, it's Clemens. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Up-tempo for the offense.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15.
Nice job by this defense getting to the QB and getting him on the ground, creating the negative play. This offense must have seen something because they're right back on the ball.
And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. And here comes the punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He's got it. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. So your defense has done yeoman's work. The idea, don't make any mistakes here. Take care of the ball and preserve this shutout. Hands it off on the counter. Turning it on. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there. Got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O's. Line gets set, first down. The run inside. It's Newberry. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the officials spy that face mask penalty, and the offense gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Murphy. Throws to the wideout. Give him 6. Touchdown, Oregon State. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Kennedy. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
We'll have a stoppage here as there is a Beaver down on the field. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. There's a crease. Touchdown! Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce.
Ready. Blue 85. Blue 85. Go, go.
Jones to throw. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. He'll bring it out. It's Butler. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Beaver offense, ready to go. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hatcher. There he goes. Powers through. Gets away from one, finds room. Past the 30. He's at the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Beavers! You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Clemens. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Snap to the back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big...
Oh, a lot of space. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
Got a little grass. The 10. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
Well, it's a nice job there executing the run play and getting in for the score, but you got to wonder, guys, is it too little too late? They're still trailing by a ton here in the fourth quarter.
Jones wants to throw it. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, there was a golden opportunity for the offense to come away with 2 points there, but he dropped it in the end zone. That's a catch you have to make.
He'll start the return inside his, and he coughs it up inside the 20.
Whew, that's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Goes to the option. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Still third down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Leaves it with the back. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. Takes it on the return. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over, and this coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters.
Here's a little room there. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Clemens. Got enough for the first. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They had to have it, and they got it. A touchdown late in this game.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Jones to throw. He's into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and they shave a couple more off of this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he finished off the drive with a 30-yard scoring scamper. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. You're going to hear guys after these games say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think, would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to build on that. Let's take away these negative plays. Let's take away these turnovers.